Man Talk Mondays. It is Monday, January 2nd. I'm Josh Morin, and here we are, cruising into 2023. I wanted to bring this new segment, Man Talk Mondays, to my 2023 regimen, as 2022 has come and it has passed, man. 2022 was unequivocally one of the greatest years of my life. Had so many blessings to connect with people, places, had so many opportunities to connect, collaborate, and really create all the C words to really live my best life. And just want to say, if you're part of that in any shape or form, or if you're watching this, you're definitely part of that, because that's what keeps me inspired, is other people living their best selves. It's a little after 6 a.m. this morning, and I wanted to get right on this each and every single Monday morning. I just hit a cold plunge. It was a little over 45 to 47 degrees outside. The cold plunge was 35 degrees. So we're hopping right into this. I am still pretty cold from the plunge, but we were hopping into this. This isn't called Boy Talks. This is called Man Talk Mondays. And we're going to break it down today. So 2023, what do I want to break down? Well, this podcast, I want to break down relationships, love, dating, and anything that men talk about. I'd love to really be able to bring to the forefront new topics that aren't really spoken about, how men feel. And becoming a father is something that I really want to speak about. I know a lot of men can resonate with the message that I'm going to be delivering, and I want to be able to share my journey and my story through you all, knowing that I'm not going to be the best father in the world, and that I'm going to make mistakes, just as many of you are in the position that you're in, potentially future fathers, or if you already are a father and you're watching this. Just know that, yes, that's the fact. And the fact of the matter is the fact within itself is it takes the pressure off of you. You're going to make mistakes. You're not going to be perfect, and that's okay. But you got to do your best to be your best man each and every single day. Now, my father made some mistakes, and I will do my best to ensure that I don't make the same mistakes that my father made. But I'm knowing, heading into this situation, that I'm going to be making some mistakes that he didn't make, that I'm going to make. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do my best each and every single day. And as I move into this, I feel that takes a lot of the pressure off my shoulders. I feel as men, we put a lot of pressure on our shoulders, pressure on ourselves to be this thing. And in reality, when you start to look around at other men and other fathers, is, yeah, maybe some people have a little bit more knowledge about children or these different situations. But in the end of the day, none of us are experts. Nobody in this world is a parenting expert. There might be a coach, there might be parenting coaches, there might be people who have a high level of understanding about children and how they operate. But when it comes down to like parenting and having a relationship with a child and another person, nobody on this planet Earth is perfect. Nobody on this planet Earth, when it comes down to having a relationship with a child, is a master or a professional. Zero people. And then if anybody says that they are, they're lying to you. It's an absolute lie. I mean, it was ingrained in our soul, yes, to have children, but it was also ingrained in our soul to teach our children lessons through our mistakes. And without those mistakes, then your children will never be able to expand and grow and become more than you are. That's one thing that I definitely want. I know for my children. I can't wait to have my children, because my children are going to be so much more conscious than I am. That's the point of having children. But many parents don't want their children to outshine their own brilliance. So they'll do whatever they can to make sure that they suppress, repress, numb, and dumb, and ultimately creating addicts. But they'll do anything possible to have their children not outshine them. That's not what I'm going to do. I want my children to outshine me in every single way possible. That's the reason to have children, to have humanity go on in a better place when I'm gone. I'm only here for a limited time. This flesh vehicle that I'm renting out is really only here on rental. I mean, I'm literally only renting out this flesh vehicle for what, 80 to 100 years? I mean, if I come back, I come back, but whatever you believe in reincarnation is what you believe in. But here now in this 3D, 4D reality that you want to consider life, or that we consider life, is I'm renting out this flesh vehicle. So in this time, I want to be able to leave a legacy with my children. And I believe that the greatest legacy with your children is being present. I believe the greatest legacy with your children is having them outbright you. I want them to be so brilliant, and I already know this, that my kids are going to be so much more conscious than I am. I truly didn't step into it until my 20s. They're going to be living in it. I mean, imagine growing and cultivating your children from the first day that they're born in a conscious environment. Now, our parents did what they did, and our parents did their best. And at the end of the day, we're going to do our best to really step into our power, our understanding, and ultimately our responsibility as parents. So this podcast is a little bit of an introductory podcast, but this podcast, I want to break down some of these things as a father. Am I feeling a little bit nervous? Am I feeling anxious? Am I worried? Do I have doubts? Do I have all these different scenarios and situations? Do I have this inner dialogue with myself? Sometimes I don't really feel nervous, but I'm going to break all of that down during this podcast. I'm going to break that down in the upcoming year, especially once I have a little one sitting in the room over there and I'm doing this podcast at 6 in the morning while they're sleeping and maybe have to be interrupted because I can hear them crying. Whatever the situation is, I am looking forward to it. That's what I'm signed up for. I mean, to me, I've gained so much meaning and purpose in 2022 by attracting my soulmate, and ultimately we're on this journey now to start having children. And man, I've never felt more inspired in my life. I've never felt more full of purpose and meaning in my life. And if all I ever did in my life was just be the best dad that I could be, I know that would be the biggest and greatest legacy that I could ever leave for this world. It's no money, it's no accomplishment, it's no accolade. But if all I did was be a present father and be the best absolute dad that I can be to my children and be the best husband that I can be to my wife, then I know that is the greatest legacy that I could ever leave on this earth. And with that, then that allows me to not have to be full of pressure. It allows me to be full of flow, full of love, full of life, and full of understanding, and full of eagerness to want to be my best self one day at a time. And I can only trust that this message will inspire the men that are watching this, whether you are somebody who's in a relationship, not in a relationship, somebody who wants one or somebody who doesn't want one. I believe ultimately Man Talk Mondays is about you being your best self one day at a time, optimizing who you are as a father, as a man, as an athlete, as a business owner, as a person, as a human being, as a friend, whatever the situation is. It's about optimizing yourself to being your best in 2023. Here's the fact of the matter, man, and this is what I'm going to leave you on. 2023 is not going to be any easier. The political landscape of the world is not going to get any easier. The market's not going to get any better. None of these situations are going to improve, but you can improve. You can be better. You can grow. You can lead from the front. You can cultivate the life that you deserve. You can navigate this world the way that you want to live it. It's up to you. It's truly up to you. You hold the key, open the door, take the first step, walk in, and never look back. With that being said, this is Man Talk Mondays with Josh Morin. Thank you for being here. Please like, subscribe, comment below what you'd like to listen to on Monday mornings during your Monday routine, your Monday morning commute, whatever the situation is. Let's chat. I would love to have some topics to go over every single Monday for 52 weeks. Let's get it. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. Love you guys.